Hey class, Serge LeBlanc here. I just wanted to create a quick video to go over some more examples of how to use the VLOOKUP function as well as the index match. I know we had a lot of questions on the exit tickets for this, so I'm going to give you an example by video here that hopefully will make it a bit more clear, and so you'll have an example that you can refer back to if you have any questions in the future. In this first video, what I'll do is I'll talk about this problem that we have here. We're trying to solve what country does a user ID live in. This is a data set that could represent data from an app. We have user IDs, platforms, and so forth. And so if we want to know what country does user ID 569 live in, we can use the VLOOKUP function to solve that problem as well as index match. So let's start with VLOOKUP. Before we dive into the equation, let's just take a look back at the handouts that we had for this lesson that describe the VLOOKUP function. So the function returns a value from a table by matching on the first column, right? And as inputs, it will expect the lookup value, what we're trying to find, the table away, where to find it, and then finally in that table, which column should we be looking in, right? So how that applies to our problem is we're trying to find the country ID or the country for the user ID 569. So if we start typing our VLOOKUP function, right, first we're asked, what is the lookup value? Well, it's the user ID. We're trying to find a value that's related to this ID. That's what we're looking up, right? And then the table away, where am I looking? Well, this is the entire list of the table data, right? We're looking in this table, in this array. And then what is the column index number that we're interested in? Well, the question asks what country. So in this case, we're interested in column D, which is the fourth column. So we added number 4. And then finally, we add false because we're looking for an exact match. And what do we get? UK. So indeed, in fact, we see here that for user ID 569, they do live in the UK. So we're able to do this using the VLOOKUP. All right. Now let's try and see if we can construct this using the index match function. So taking a look back at match, as a reminder, match returns a position, the row number of an item in an array. So it expects the lookup value as an input, so the value to match in the lookup array, and then the lookup array is the range of cells that we're interested in. Excuse me. And then finally, do you want an exact match or other kinds of matches? In this case, we're interested in exact match. So let's go start by writing our match function. All right, so what is the lookup value that we're interested in? Well, it's this user ID 569, right? And where do we want to find that person? It's in the user ID column, right? And because we want an exact match, we enter 0. So what does this give? It gives us number 6. So what the match function did is it found the row number for user ID 569, all right? And now that we have the row number, we can use our index function. Actually, let's just go take a look at our chart here. So the index function, what does that do? Is it returns a value from a list based on the position. So its input is a position, which is what the output of the match function is. All right, so it's going to look into an array. Where is it looking for? And then what is the row number that it wants? And in this case, the column num is optional. We're not going to be using that in this case. So going back, let's write our index function. All right, so array, where should we look for? The column that we're interested in is country, right? And then which row number? That is the output of the match function, right? Enter, boom, we get our UK. Same thing as the VLOOKUP. And now we can go in and construct the entire thing. So when you're writing these index matches, I suggest you do it in these two kind of steps, but you don't need to do it in two separate cells. So start by writing the match function, right? So what do we have for match? We have match this one in this column, and we want an exact match, okay? But then we want to index the result of this. So we go in ahead of here, we do index, open our parentheses. What I like to do whenever I open is I like to close it right away, but that's just a style thing. And then if we do a comma here, we can kind of like use this first spot here to indicate the array of the index function, where we're looking for, and in this case it's country. So if I hit enter here, we should get the same result. Boom, UK. All right, so that was just another example that I hope will help out. But if you have any questions, please reach out to myself or Philip on Slack, and I will see you in class. Thank you.